my posse. Hello, all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming into my living room today. You know how I appreciate you coming over, sitting down, having a little chat with me. I feel like you're all here in the same room with me, and we're just going to chit chat. So today, I'm sorry this is a little bit late. I thought I was going to put this up on Wednesday because I like to put my videos up on Wednesday, maybe do a short on Sundays. One of you subscribers, Anna, I think, asked me if I would do a short on Wednesdays to let you know what's coming up. And I thought, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea. Oh, tell you hormones. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. And I'm a little late today because actually I had my second COVID shot. The vaccine on Tuesday, and I was not prepared on Wednesday to do a video. I don't want to say I got side effects like, oh my God, I got side effects, because I don't ever want you to think that they're so bad that you're afraid to get them, because trust me, side effects from the second shot, some get it, some don't. It's much better than having COVID. And all you subscribers that have subscribed to me know that we both had the COVID. And actually, a year ago, on March 31st is when they took my husband out of here by ambulance with COVID before they even know how to treat it. And you all know that he's home with me, so we are blessed. But yeah, a year ago, a year has changed a lot, and I would have never thought that we would have both been vaccinated, but we were. I had Moderna, and he had Pfizer. He had probably a worse reaction than me, but it didn't last long. I mean, it was that night he was bad, and the next day he slept. And it was, he was scared, I think, more than anything, because some of his side effects reminded him of when he had the COVID. But it really is, it's a temporary thing, so it's no big deal. It's, we all have to pitch in and get vaccinated. If we all did this, we could beat this epidemic that's going around. Until all of us are vaccinated, and we all still practice masking and social distancing and try to stay home as much as possible. I know there's a lot of spring breakers out there now who are going to be super spreaders, I know, and I can't tell anybody to stay home, but we almost got this nipped in the bud. But anyway, my sidetracked. I had a horrible headache. I had some nauseous and vomiting a little bit in the morning. Pretty bad Wednesday all day with my head mainly. By Thursday, I was great. I was a little sleepy. And then yesterday, was it Thursday? I was like hyper. I was like, I could have just cleaned the whole house. But anyway, I did it, but I could have. So certainly no reaction is as bad as the COVID. So I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad we're well on our way. I'm still going to be cautious and wear masks because that's just the new norm, I think. And we probably should have been doing that even, with flu season. And it's funny. I have to tell you, Seal, Erin on here, one of my subscribers, she sent me an email the other night, and it was just, it was so cute. Hi, Seal. But she said, how come when we get our flu shots, nobody knows that you had a flu shot, but when you get the COVID vaccine, you feel the need to plaster it all over Facebook. We have T-shirts. I've got T-shirts coming from my cousin anyway that says I had the COVID vaccine. I don't know if she's sending it out. They should be here today. And we have cards. We got our cards laminated and everything. So we feel the need to broadcast it, We get the shingle shot, the flu shot. Nobody knows, but the COVID vaccine, the world, we want a megaphone. I got the COVID vaccine. It was funny. I thought she was funny. So today, we are going to answer some questions, and I'm really happy to answer your questions. I've got some different questions. We're going to jump in and also take these as a shout out to my subscribers who asked me the questions, because I am going to say your names. So I've got the first one. The first one came in from Lynn, over 50 and fabulous. I love Lynn. I'm sure a lot of you watched Lynn. I don't know. Some nights when I'm laying in bed, I don't want to make this too long, and I'm going to talk about it, but sometimes when I'm laying in bed, I don't always comment on her, but she reads passages from the Bible, and there's some nights that I go to sleep and I really need that inspiration and that moment, and she seems to know. Lynn, you're going to make me cry. She seems to know when I need to hear that, and I turn her on and I fall asleep. But anyway, Lynn asks, hi Lynn, Sister Lynn, she asks, how do we keep our skin smooth and youthful looking? Well, Lynn, you know, if you watch me, I am a big proponent of moisturizers, massaging your skin, always staying out of the sun. Exfoliating that dead skin off of your face is so important to do, which gets down to the actual beauty of the skin. I think if you do that consistently, you moisturize, you exfoliate, and I think that you can have a more youthful complexion. I think massaging is the key. And I have my 10-second rule that's in my book. And I'll be talking about my books in an upcoming video. So many of you asked to buy them, so I'm going to talk about them. But I think I do the 10-second rule. That's how I started out, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's, 10 seconds all over. I lengthen that now, of course, because I have my little vibrating machines and my massaging machines, I should say, that I do. So I think that's a key to keeping youthful skin, is to massage, moisturize, do it daily, stay out of the sun as much as you can. That's my trick at 78. So thank you for that. Victorious Vicky, she asks, am I still in menopause? Does it end? And if so, when and how long does it last? No, I think Victorious Vicky, you must know I'm 78. If I was still in menopause now, I don't know what I'd do. I tell you, my menopause started at, I want to say 56. I started my period when I was 10. I was 10. So at 56, I was like, oh my gosh, when is this going to end? And I think I never had a hot flash, and I always wanted a hot flash because I was always cold, always cold. I still get chills. I'm never like really warm. And I always thought, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get a hot flash. And I never got a hot flash. And there's a reason, I think. But I just kind of had a couple of periods, and then I just stopped for 6 months, and then I had, a slight, but I kind of breezed through my menopause. I didn't let myself get down, but I got to tell you too, at the time that I was going through this, me and my daughter were going to the gym absolutely every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we'd come home and would get ready for work. And we both had a pact that if I would call her and say, oh, Gina, I really don't want to go to the gym today, she would say to me, oh, no, let's go, you're going. And we would kind of do that back and forth. There were days when she would call me or I would call her, and we would do this, like, I don't want to go. And we would force each other to go. And so I would make coffee and a cookie, and we would have our coffee together and a cookie and talk. And we would go to the gym every morning and stay there probably for an hour, and then come home and get ready for work. And I think the exercising routines that I did, I didn't really have bad menopause. And I think that's the key. Drink a lot of water, stay active, don't feel sorry for yourself, stay positive, and do as much exercising as you can physically do to get through it. Everybody's lasts differently. I don't even know. I mean, I just seemed to wake up one day and I was done, and I didn't even really pay attention to it. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it. But on the whole, I've heard that, it can be 6 months. Hot flashes can last forever. I mean, I have friends that are still having hot flashes, and they're my age, so I can't say anything about hot flashes. I don't have them. I never did have them. So I hope that helps. So sorry, Victorious Vicky. You got to be victorious, Vicky, and and don't worry about this, and get out there and do some sit-ups and do some walking. Maybe not sit-ups. If I do a sit-up, I'd never get up. But do walking. If you can't move or something, stay active in your chair. If there's any disabilities that you can't move, you can do exercises in your chair. And I'm telling you, it really helps mentally and physically. So thank you for that. Clara asked me, how do you clear psoriasis on your leg? You know, it's a medical question. I really don't know. I can only answer by saying my husband has been bothered with psoriasis his whole life. I think his came from working in the shop around chemicals. He just got this bad skin condition. And back when he had it really bad, they really didn't have a whole lot of creams for it. What I started to do with him for some reason is I kept exfoliating that area. If you have it on your legs, you might want to just buy some really good exfoliator. Like I say, Peaches on here, Lisa, she makes a good exfoliator. I've used St. Ives from... I buy it at Big Lot for like $1.99, and just keep exfoliating, get rid of all that dead skin cells, and maybe a cortisone cream from your doctor. You can try an over-the-counter cream. If it's true psoriasis and not a dry skin patch or something, there's many, many new medications out there for that. But if you can't, get to the doctor, or if there's any reason, I would try with just exfoliating your skin really good and cleansing it, and putting maybe a cortisone on it. You can put creams on it. You just have to be careful of the creams, that they're hypoallergenic, that there's nothing in there that's going to irritate it. Medically, I don't know, but that's my suggestion because my husband had it really bad. So thank you for that. Liddy Mac, you didn't really have a question. She was thinking of one. Hurry up, Liddy. I'm almost done with the show. Anyway, Tracy, I don't know how to say your name. Tracy, Waeghe. I don't know. I'm sorry, Tracy. Anyway, she says, my skin looks amazing. If I didn't know, I would think you are 50 or 55 had you had a facelift. Oh, Tracy, come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'll take 50, 55. No, Tracy, I have never had a facelift. No, and I don't intend to have a facelift. I've had, Dysport done. I had Botox done once on my forehead, but I told the story on my Botox video that my eyes totally closed. I was like walking around like that. That was 13 years ago at my grandson's baby shower. It was funny. I told the story. Maybe I'll tell it again another time. But yeah, I didn't get along. I think he went too deep for my Botox, and my eyelids kind of drooped. It wasn't good. I've had Dysport before in the past for my number 11s, because that's the part that I hate the most, is my number 11s. But I have not had anything done. I haven't had lasers. I haven't had derma, whatever. I don't know what you call it. There's another one that somebody asked me about, but I haven't had anything done. I haven't had anything yet. That doesn't mean I won't. So thank you, Tracy. And I look at my fingers to turn the pages, and I think about when you go to the store and you open up those bags to put your vegetables in, those bags, and you can't lick your fingers because you have a mask on, and you're like, you just want to go like this and open up those bags. I've learned to go over to the water that comes down on the vegetables and touch my hand on the water things down there. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's what I do. Anyway, so Diane Gribben, she asks, are your teeth your own, or are they caps? If not, how have you kept them white? It amazes me how Americans have such perfect teeth. Here in the UK, we are told that teeth yellow in old age because the enamel wears off and the inside of your teeth show through. I don't know, Diane. I never heard of that one. But yes, I have had my teeth capped, I want to say 35 years ago. Yeah, and I, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with my real teeth underneath. Yeah, they've been capped for a long time, because I had them capped because I've always had one tooth over here on the side that always grew up here on my gum, and it hung over like a fang. And in high school, they called me Fang because of that tooth. I was always so humiliated. So I think when I got old enough and made some money, I went and had the tooth pulled behind that, and so that tooth would drop. And I always had these spaces between my teeth, and that's why I eventually had them capped. So yeah, hope that answers your question. And let's see, Nona H asks, what age did I decide to wear wigs? You know, really started wearing them probably 4 years ago regularly. And like I say, I just wear them because I'm just tired of doing my own hair, because my own hair is very soft. So that's about it. I would say 4 years ago regularly, I have been wearing them. Thank you for that. And Elena Stanley, she says, hi there, girlfriend. Hi, girlfriend. She said, I was wondering if you trim your longer wigs when the ends get raggedy in the back. If so, could you share the best way to do that? You know, I cut off a little bit, but I don't usually cut them much to get rid of the raggedy ends. What I do use on those ends is, Taz isn't here, is she? Anybody? Is Armor All. Yeah, the stuff you put on tires. What I do is take the Armor All. My husband has the cloth Armor All. And you just take it and you tap it on the bottom of your flyaway ends or your ends that are raggedy. You put a little bit on that and just, you know, fluff it up with your hands. I haven't found anything to work better for those raggedy edges. You could trim them, probably, Elena. You just have to, I would take the scissors and hold them kind of like, cut them up, or you can twist the hair like this, and anything that's sticking out of the twist, you can cut up on those and release it, and that'll take care of the ends that are frayed. And that goes true with your own hair too. We used to do that in the salon. We just twist the hair and twist the hair, twist the hair, and then take the hair and just pull it up a little bit. And all those ones that fall out of that twist, we would cut down and release it, and it would get rid of all those split ends. So you might want to try that with the Armor All. Yeah, just you only need a tad, a little bit. So and if it ruins it, I take it your wigs are older, it wouldn't matter. But I've never had one ruined, and I've been doing it for a long time. Anyway, that's that. Thank you, Elena. Mint, Grandma Mint. She didn't really have a question, Sharon. She just said that this could be a whole video, and it is a whole video, Sharon. It really is. And Jenny Rice, hi Jenny. She asked me, have I always lived in Michigan? No, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, PA. Some of you picked up on my accent. If I talk really fast, I'll talk Pennsylvania talk. I have to really sometimes watch my words, because my husband always goes, how many times did you say Haas on there? How many times did you say? There's still words that my grandkids make fun of me. Like I say wash clothes. They say I say wash. I don't say wash. I say wash clothes. Is that wash? And there's still things that, you know, I still say Pennsylvania-ish. But my family moved here, why I don't know, to Michigan for a job. My dad got laid off he didn't get laid off in Pennsylvania. He kind of did, but he sold a restaurant. We had a restaurant in Pittsburgh, and he sold that, and things were tough. And my uncle that lived in Michigan got him a job up here at a machine shop, and that's how we got to Michigan for the job. And we left our whole family there. Our whole family is still in Pittsburgh. I miss them all so much. It's so hard to get back. We do as often as we can, but they're so scattered. But I've been here since 1950. 55, 58, I believe we've been in Michigan. So I was born in 43, so that's how long I've been in Michigan. So thanks, Jenny. Shelly F. She asked too, how long have I been wearing wigs? I said probably, good 5 years. And which one is my favorite? She started wearing wigs in 2018 and loved being different every day. Yeah, that's me too. I love I love looking different every day. And it's funny because I can wear like a wig one day and I think, "Ooh, I look pretty good." And I'll put it on the next day and I don't really think I look good in it the next day. It's crazy. So maybe it's my coloring, maybe it's the way my makeup went on, maybe it's my clothes that day. I don't know. But so then I'll grab another one. And you can't do that with your own hair. You know, like once your own hair is set, it's set. You don't mess with it. But wigs you can just change, and it could be like that. You know, just keep changing them and taking off. So I change them a lot. I think my favorite, I have many favorites. This one here is Dallas, Polly Young's Dallas. I think probably, and I do like this, but I think my really go-to wig, I have two, but one of them was Tresolaires. I ordered from Wig Studio One. It's called Charlotte. And Charlotte is just a plop and go, super cute wig. I did a video on Charlotte. It's in my playlist. If I remember, I'll try to link it. But Charlotte is, I bought two of those. And if I'm in a hurry to go out, I'll plop Charlotte on. She's full, she's bouncy, she's sassy. I love it. The other, one of my other favorite ones, I have many now from the wig company too that I absolutely love. I just did a wig review on one called Flirt. I really, really like Flirt. The other one that I got a lot of wear out of, and I ordered two of those, was by Paula Young. It was the Jaclyn Smith Sunset in caramelized brown, I think. That was one of my favorites. But the Charlotte one from Tresolaire is really a plop and go. The hair is great. I've washed it 2 or 3 times, and it's still perfect. I love that wig. Thank you, Shelley. Connie Murphy. Hi, Connie Murphy. Connie asked me, am I raising my grandbabies? Because she saw our rooms done in here that my husband, you know, even through COVID, we finished remodeling the rooms. I did a video on those. I don't actually what you call raise my grandkids as far as them living here and me having them 24/7. They did move in here when my daughter went through a divorce. They stayed with me a couple of years, all of them. So we had separate rooms for them. But I do have them here a lot, probably 2 or 3 nights a week. So Hayden's got his man cave down in the basement, his teen cave, and Bella's room is up here, which you saw, the pretty yellow room that she has. So they have their own room. So I like to think that I help raise them because I do help guide them through life and try to give them the best advice we can give them at this day and age. I worry about them today growing up. I really do. This is a crazy world we live in. No respect for human life, I think, and it scares me. But that said, we do help raise them. My daughter is a wonderful single mom. She's doing a fabulous job. They tell her at school all the time, you know, she's got great kids. So I like to think that, you know, we've helped. So I guess I raise them 3 days a week and then some when I want them. And they love to come here. If they don't see me too long, they get nanny and pap withdrawals, and they have to come over. So, and I love that. It keeps me busy. Grandkids keep you active. They really, really keep you youthful. They keep you young, and they just keep you going. One of my gals on here, Nanny from Nanny and the Moose, you know I love you, Nanny, and Moose. She just did a video on super aging and talked about different things about how to be a super ager. Was it, Nanny? I'm not on there right now, but it was a great video, and I think we're all super agers today. We do things today to keep young and keep our spirits up, and I think grandkids are one of the reasons that I'm so active and my mind is always going because I have to think about what to say to them, and it better be the right one because I never get a second chance to make a first impression. So anyway, so yeah, so I they're very important to me. Okay, and then Gloria asks, when did I start wearing wigs? Well, I said about probably 5 years ago. She also asked me, I think on here, you asked me if I would ever do a video on my own hair. Let me show you really quick. This is why I don't wear my own hair. So let me drop this in real quick for you, Gloria. So here are my gray roots. Hopefully you can see them. A little more gray on one side. My part's a little wide for my COVID hair loss, but that's okay. So yeah, you'll never see this gray hair on this cookie. So this is my bio hair, girls, and Gloria. I don't do my bio hair because I'll tell you, with wigs, you never have a bad hair day. With this hair, I have had so many bad hair days, especially when I go on vacation. I have never enjoyed vacation so much in my life as I have since I've been wearing wigs. So my own hair, you can see I have a lot of hair. I showed you my roots, and they're going to stay roots because you're not going to see me in gray hair. I'm too young at 78 for gray hair. So, but my hair is very soft, very fine, very, I don't know, I didn't get the nice curly Italian hair that my mom and my sister got, but it's really soft. And I tell you, I have had more bad hair days with my bio hair than I even care to count. So one of the reasons that you never see me, and I know, you'll say, oh yeah, it looks just like your wigs. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Maybe on video, but you can see it's flat, and I have to backcomb it a lot to get it high. But I wanted to show you since you asked. This is my bio hair, just with a my new Ion hair dryer. I was able to bounce the curl in with a little small brush, and this is what you got. And you won't see it again. Say bye-bye, hair. Bye-bye. So yeah, I don't wear my own hair because it's so soft and fine. And I would never get this kind of volume out of my own hair unless I backcombed it to here. And then it gets all flyaway. So anyway, so that's why I don't wear my own hair. And you probably won't see me with my own hair. Anyway, if you want to know how me and my hubby met, and I do have a video coming out next month in April with my hubby. We're going to talk about how we met. And he was actually my son's baseball coach, and that's how we first met. He coached my son playing baseball, and that was 49 years ago now, actually, because we'll be married 48 years next month. So you want to stay tuned for that video, and we'll talk about our relationship. So thanks, Gloria. And Lisa Peaches Skincare, she wanted to know how many children I have and how many grandchildren I have. Well, I have 2 children by my first marriage. I have 2 sons. One son is 58. One son is 55. 4. I should know that off the top of my head. What kind of a rotten mother am I? Anyway, and so my oldest son has 2 sons, and my Jaden is 17 today, and Jared is going to be 23 this year. And my son in Nashville, who's my middle child, and he was a middle child, who's wonderful now. He has 1 son. I have that grandson, and Blake, I believe this year is going to be 24. And so he's mine. And then me and Denny, we have Gina, our daughter, together. We have 1. So I have 3. When I met Denny, he had 3 children. He has 2 girls and a son. So we had the Brady Bunch. We had yours, mine, and ours. And together, I have myself 2, 3, 5 grandchildren of my own blood, and we have let me think, he has 3 by his kids, and one of his son's daughter, who's our granddaughter Kimmy, hi Kimmy, I helped raise Kimmy. She's really kind of like mine. She's my granddaughter. She's been a blessing. Kimmy now has a child, Violet, and that's my great-grandchild who you've seen me talk about on here. So yeah, we have that many. I lost count. Did you count that? Count that and tell me how many I got, because I don't know. Anyway, so he's got, I think he has another one. He's got another great-grandchild, also a son. And so yeah. So we have a nice mix there. They're all scattered, and we don't see them as often as we like, and that's a whole other story. Maybe another video. So thank you, Lisa. And Anna Cronin says, oh, she's the one that said that she would like me to do a short every Sunday to let everybody know what's coming on Wednesday. And her question is about my skin. If I could only use 3 skincare products for the rest of my life, what would they be? If I could only use 3 skincare products, what would they be? 3 skin products, I think, if you're talking just skin products and not glamour stuff like blush, because my 2 would be, if I was on a desert island, I would take my cleanser, my concealer, and my blush. That would be my 3. But if you're talking skin products, I would take my exfoliator. I would take my a good cleansing cream, an exfoliator, and a great moisturizer. That would be my 3 products to take if I had to choose. But I hope I never have to choose. But yeah, I think they're the 3 most important for your skin. Thank you, Anna. Anna's just my skin girl. She's always talking about my skin and wondering what I do, and she's doing a good job. And you got to massage with those 3 products. You know that. So thank you, Anna. Kathy Restino, what's your best suggestion for crepey arm skin? That crepey arm skin is crazy. I know. And as we get older, it's just so hard. I think that's probably the worst thing, which is why I hate wearing short sleeves. And if you ever see me go like this or something, you always see me kind of hold my arms down. I just know the crepiness under the arm when you're older is terrible. I think probably if I was more diligent on, I apologize for my nails too. That's another whole thing. My nails, since this pandemic and not having them done, have been so bad. Anyway, I I need to go and have a manicure, and I haven't gotten the guts yet to go to the nail salons, but I think if you just get some exercise weights, and you can do them consistently. And I'm one for consistency. I don't do those consistently. I had one of those shake weights like this that they always joked about, but I think if you did that religiously, it really helped those crepiness. But other than wearing pantyhose up your arm and holding them in, it's a vice that when you're older, it's very, very hard to get rid of. There is plastic surgery for that, but I did hear once on one of the morning shows, somebody had it done, and she said it was the most painful surgery she's ever had done in her life. So yeah, I wouldn't do pain. But they do have sleeves. I think Carol on here from the Carol show, I have to get in touch with her. She wears those sleeves all the time for her crepey arms, and I really need those. So I'm not sure. It's like wearing pantyhose with a bathing suit. I could do that. So that's all I know, Kathy. Thank you. My life, Wendy. How many years have you and Denny been married? Married 48 years this April 20th. And we've known each other 49. So almost 50 years with this man. So, it's been a wonderful journey. Thank you, Wendy. Erica Marr, she asked if I would consider doing a story on my bio hair. And why I wear wigs. I wear wigs because I'm lazy. I'm really lazy, and I'm tired of having bad hair days. Denny could tell you how many times that I have cried going out the door over my hair. I mean, I worked on it for an hour, and it still was a flat mess. And the hairspray that you couldn't even get a rat tail comb through it to scratch your scalp. I had so much hairspray on it. It was ridiculous. I mean, the products that I used on my hair to keep it up and keep it high, it was just ridiculous. I got so tired of that, and I didn't know, and back in the day when I did wigs in the salon, the wigs weren't as pretty as they are today. So I couldn't really, I didn't think about wearing them for myself because they weren't pretty. And then the falls, just were not me anymore. So I did the ponytails with the clips and that was okay. I just got tired of crying over my hair all the time. So wigs, when they come out, and I saw the beautiful styles on synthetic wigs. I don't buy human hair wigs because A, they're too much money for me. They don't fit into my budget. And B, I don't want anything that I have to curl. Or if the bird flies and pees, they get straight. You know how that goes from dampness. But I want something that's going to stay. I've already worn my hair running out in the street, playing in the puddles when it's raining with the kids. And I come in and my hair's still curly and puffy. I mean, they've just been a godsend to me. I really, I would never, ever be without them. So yeah. So doing my own hair, I don't have any issues with my hair. It's thin, but it's always been thin, fine, not thin. I did lose a lot of hair when I had COVID. A lot of it has come back, but my part's a little wider than it used to be, I think, but not to the point where I couldn't wear my own hair. I don't want to. I don't want to do that anymore. I just like to plop and go. When my husband says, let's go to breakfast, I'm ready to go. Anyway, thank you, Erica. Lydia M. She says, I have 2 wigs and extensions, and they just sit in my closet because the extensions are way too long. Although my hair is long, and one of the wigs has too much hair on top bangs. Would you please demonstrate the correct way I can cut them? And do I need special scissors? Are you talking about extensions or are you talking about wigs? I don't wear extensions, so I wouldn't know how to cut those. Wigs, I've demonstrated before how you cut bangs on wigs, how you just twist it. You cut a little bit off the bottom, then you let it go, and then the bang, like I did on this Dallas, just kind of frames your face. It would be hard for me to tell you how to cut a wig unless you were actually there. I would be afraid to say, this is how you cut a wig, and then you try it, and maybe it's not the same. Sometimes you need to try it on. I would hate to show you how to cut a wig. It's easy. You don't need special scissors. You need good scissors. You can't use your scissors that you cut around the house. You need really good, sharp scissors, salon-type scissors, if you're going to cut a wig. I wouldn't cut a wig with your, scissors that you cut meat with in the drawer, because they have to be really, really sharp. I happen to have really good beauty salon style $300 scissors, but you can pick up a good pair for probably $100 at a beauty supply store if you want really sharp ones to cut, because you really need a good blunt cut. You can't have anything on a synthetic hair with not sharp scissors that's going to fray it or cause synthetic fibers will fray, or you'll get like a split end thing. You don't want that. So you really need sharp scissors. And if you don't know how to do it or you're afraid to do it, start out with an old wig that you don't care about and practice on that. And if you have a good one and you want it trimmed, I would take it to the hairdresser. Most of them are open now. Hope that helped. Beauty on a budget. What are my 3 favorite states in America? My 3 favorite states. I haven't been to many. I would say Nashville, Tennessee is my all-time favorite. I would move to Nashville in a heartbeat. I love that state. I haven't really been to too many states, I love Pennsylvania, my hometown of Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. And I did like Chicago when I was in Chicago. I wouldn't want to ever live there in that windy city. I mean, it's a beautiful place. I don't think I would move there for the hustle and bustle. But the places that I've been, I think, would be Pennsylvania, Tennessee first, and of course Michigan. I do love Michigan. I love the waters in Michigan, and it is called Pure Michigan for a reason. Lots of beautiful scenery from my end all the way up north. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to visit. Lots of things to see here in Michigan. So hope that helps my Bella, my other beautiful Bella. So, let's see. Gail Mattingly, do I know anything about collagen benefits? I watched Natalie, the beauty diva. She talks about her collagen on here all the time. I did collagen powder once. I didn't find it to be effective for me, but I think I was using the wrong one. I keep saying I'm going to go back and try collagen. The benefits, I think, of your hair, it's good for your hair, your bones, your teeth, your whole energy level. I have a friend that's on collagen who could never be without it. She says her energy is off the roof, but there's certain ones you have to look up that you can Google it, that are beneficial and aren't. If you go over to Natalie, the beauty diva, she might have it listed in her drop down. She buys the best one, and I trust her with what she says. So it has to have something to do with aminos, or I don't know. I did read up on it once. Some of them are like useless. They have none of the ingredients that you need. So you really have to know how to buy it. And I am looking into that now, to getting a better one to try, because the one that I got, I didn't find it to be very beneficial at all to me. I didn't notice a difference. So I don't want to do anything that I don't notice a difference, because why bother? Why spend the money, right? So, sorry. That's all I know, Gail. Mary Reed wants to know what. Hi, Mary. Mary Reed wants to know, interested in what I do to keep my hands looking so beautiful and youthful. Well, Deputy Mary, you know, I did a video on my hands and outside of my horrible nails. Everything that I put on my face goes on my back of my hands massaging. My little Liberex face massager that I have, I've did a video on that. I use that on the back of my hands constantly to stimulate. If I'm sitting watching TV, I'm always take a time to massage my hands. I have very veiny hands that I can't help. I think it's hereditary. I don't know. My whole family's had them. I don't have any age spots because not a sun worshiper, so I have no age spots on my hands, so I'm lucky there. But I do massage my hands religiously. And like I say, if I have vitamin C on my face, it goes on my hands. If I have hyaluronic acid on my face, it goes on my hands. And I exfoliate my hands probably 3 times a week. Always exfoliate my hands. Always, always, always. I keep them fresh, keep them moisturized. Always moisturize my hands. And with the hand sanitizers that we are having to use now, you really, really need to keep them moisturized. And, you know, exfoliating the back of your hands, I exfoliate all the way. I exfoliate my whole body. You know that. I mean, I do my whole body. And I always have. So my hands are no exception. And I think that's what keeps them good. Now I just got to get my nails fixed. I'm going to do that. Anyway, thanks, Mary, Deputy Mary. Who doesn't know Mary Reed? Mary Reed is she's like, I don't know. She's like the YouTube queen herself. She should have her own channel, but she likes to just comment. And comment she does. What would we be without Mary Reed? You all know Mary Reed. And Nona Grace just said hi. She doesn't really have a question. She just wanted to say hi. Hi, Nona. Lana Jackson asked, she says, I love all the wigs that you wear. Question is, which one is your favorite and why? Stay well. I think I answered that, but I'll answer you again because it's from you, Lana. My Charlotte, I think, is one of my favorites, and I have 2 of those. She's just a plop and go wig. I do love this one, too, this Dallas by Paula Young. I do love my Sunset by Jacqueline Smith. I love it. I love the length of it. I love the color of it. I love the fibers of it. I love it because that one too, I can get 2 or 3 styles out of that one. So that's like having 3 wigs in once. And that's a good thing to look at when you buy a wig. Like, never think like, oh, I'm too old for that long hair, because you can always wear them up to the side. I mean, who can't wear an updo? If you're 10 or if you're 110, you can wear a hair that's an updo away from your face, little curls down the side. So when you look at a wig and you think that's too long, just always think about, you can put it up, pull it back, pull it up. As long as you have height and volume, you're good to go. I am so over here. But I think I did it. I think I got them all, and I got them all in on one video. And I want to thank you all for your questions. It is so much fun to have questions. I love it when you have questions, and you didn't get nasty or ask me anything too personal, so that was good. Mwah. So thank you for stopping by today and chatting with me. Thank you for all your questions. I hope I answered them all to your satisfaction. And if there's ever anything else you want to know, you can always email me, and I'm always here for you. If you need any advice, I'm always here for you. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye because I think my grandkids are coming and we're going out for dinner. I get so excited. I get excited to see them like I've never seen them, but I see them all the time. So I love you. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for coming into my living room today. Stay safe. Get vaccinated. It's all we got. Don't be afraid of it. It's not going to hurt you as much as the COVID will hurt you. Believe me, my husband's living with the after effects from COVID. So do your best to try to get vaccinated and have the people around you get vaccinated and still wear your mask. You know, we're not over the hump yet, but we're getting there. I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today and asking me your questions. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.